dear friends. Today we are going to learn about the cursor scale. So basically, what are they? Like, what is the cursor scale, and what is the standard structure and core component, and how we can use it in the real world. So let's get started without wasting any time. So what is cursor scale? So skill is just a set of instruction package as a skill.md file. This is the file name skill.md. It is case sensitive, so you don't need to change anything. And cursor is an AI agent ready to learn a new reusable workflow. So basically AI agent, like there is too many AI such as GPT, Gemini, Claude. So cursor is just like that, but cursor is basically just used for the coding and AI purposes. So that's fine. Cursor is like far more better than the like other AI such as ChatGPT and more. And cursor skill is only dominant in the field of AI agentic connections and more. It is just used for the AI and coding purposes most of the time, and application building and so on. So, skill package domain specifier knowledge so the agent can perform a specialized task on demand without loading every conversation with instruction it does not need. So yeah, there is one more benefit of using this cursor skill. It is its interface is very simple, just like an VS Code. And if you are using the cursor skill, the like it's look like you are chat gpt, like you are using the chat gpt, because just like chat gpt you need to write the prompt and your command, what you want, actually what you want output your result. You need to prompt it, you need to command to the cursor skill, and the cursor will perform according to your commands and will give the code, it's give the result according to the prompt. So it's unportable, like it's a version controlled, stored as a plain file, and also executable and progressive. So like it's some advantages here I have mentioned it. So have a look on it and you can know versus where skill live in a project. So skill is an file, like you can see here I mentioned the hierarchy of the cursor. So your project, like you can give any name, and then dot cursor folder you must need to put as it is. Then skills, like skill you can give any name or anything that you want to. Then code reviewer, in between skill.md, as I mentioned below, that skill.md is a case sensitive, so you don't need to change anything in here. Then deploy app, then again skill.md, here I you can see as that I have mentioned skill two time, because I use the skill two time when you have specific more than two tasks or three tasks, or like how many tasks you have, where like you can. But whenever you have a one task, you can deploy one skill. When you have another task, you can deploy another skill. So one task per one skill, like one task, like whatever you say, one task, one application, like whatever you say. But one task per one skill. Then you can see, then it's like basically coding thing like script and deploy DOS sh validate.py, then it's again code thing. But what you need to remember for the skill dot cursor, then skill, then skill dot md. These three things are basically the folder structure of the cursor. So cursor discovery skill by a convention, a project level dot cursor skill, then directory, one subfolder per skill, as I said, one subfolder per skill. Then cursor is a project scoped only. There is no personal and global skills directories. So team skill are set by committed them to a repto. Then one folder per skill, as I said, then it is the hierarchy and project scoped only. You can have a look on it. Then atomy of a skill.md file. So here I mention some example, as you can see here, like what the skill.md file do actually, like for the application purpose. So here I mention a name, deploy app, step, and references. These four things are basically used, like not four thing. There are too many things such as the name, like name, what you want to give the name of your application, then description, that describe your application, describe your like if your task, then describe the task and describe them whatever you want to describe it. Then deploy app, so like deploy the app, like when to use, where to use, how to use. You have to like specify, like if you are putting the signing button, then the data of this field will go to the database. So I need to classify it. I need to do like where, when I put the like signing button, the data will go to the database. So you need to specify it just like that. You need to say it like when to use, how to use. So just like that. Then step and references you can give according to your a complete skill and one, like how. So here I have written an example, like a name I have given a commit message writer, then I describe it like use when the user takes user ask to write to improve a git commit message. So I have described my task and I have given the name of that task, and then I commit a message like when to commit. So when to use. So trigger when the user asks for the commit message after staging commit. Like I have described it when to use. Like you can see the trigger when the user asks for the commit message. Then I have written this tab run get diff charges and summarize the change in 50 characters, then explain why, then not just what. So you can give step according to yourself. And then uh, I have folder layout, folder hierarchy, as I described it before. You can given according to yourself, you can change the name of the folders and file. Then the same skill in action, like it is the interface, like write a commit message for this change. So the cursor will change the code and will commit the message for this changes. So here this will show up, like the cursor will change the code according to our like our result or whatever. So our command will change the code and process the application according to it. Then the building block of a skill, so name, description, instruction, script, references, and asset. These are the core component of the cursor or a core component of the skill. But the main thing that you need to remember, that name, description, and instruction is the compulsory that you need to write. All Although but all different things are like not mandatory, you can lay off it, but these three are important and mandatory. How a skill get loaded? So basically how skill get loads in the like, so user request, then description match, then on demand it will load, then resources pull like user resources, and guided the execution, and in the end as it will be execute. So one format many agent, so like one format and manager, what this thing are trying to say, like one pencil can have many tasks such as pencil can draw the painting, pencil can use it for writing, so just like that one format many agent. So here for the cursor, the dot cursor slash skills, only the project copied only, then cloud code, then codex CLI, and other agent, like there is other compatible tools that we can use. And writing skill that holds up, so here I have mentioned some do and don'ts that you need to remember it, so you can have a look on it and you can implement according to that. So cursor skill in one from, like it's an recap, so like what is the cursor and skill.md, the structure, and we mentioned it the component name, description, instructions, and just like that, then behavior, and then in the end we have is the portable across like cursor, cloud code, codex CLI, other skill agent, and just like that. So thank you for watching this video, meet you in the next video.
If you have any question or any doubt, feel free to ask in the comment section below. I will answer you as soon as I can. Thank you for watching. Bye and have a nice day.